Good evening. By which I mean hello in the middle of the night. Not really, though. Bloop. I am not expecting anyone to show up because it's like 2 in the morning for me. But I'm gonna grind my tomes and I swap my gems over to my shadow hunter. Hee hee. Oh, and Joe's yelling at people. I mean, I guess I could use a shadow phone. I gotta start streaming at more regular times. Like, seriously. Oh, Merc, why aren't you modded? Here, let me... Bloop. There we go. To be fair, I guess I could be just streaming while I'm hanging out with you guys. Oh, hello, Pancake Man. End of the Jow. I guess I should... Let me go to D&D and also come out of hide mode. Ah, okay. Mark's still making food. Yeah, I don't know if I can stream for a full hour. Because I do actually have to record a bunch of videos today. Or tonight. Like, I gotta get the Revenant video up. That everyone just keeps on asking me for. It's been fun playing Shadowhunter again. Even though it's, like, not nearly as efficient as Vanguard, but who cares? And then tomorrow, I got my call with the Twitch person. Where they're gonna be like, hee, we're gonna give you partnership, and it's literally gonna do nothing for you because you get more views by streaming on YouTube. To be fair, I'm like streaming in the middle of the night, so what do I expect? But yeah. Yes, I know, Joe. Like, eventually, a long time down in the future, either... I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll say that for right now, like, I'm gonna commit to Twitch. But at the same time, it's like, if I'm sitting here, like, doing streams for, like, a couple months after getting partnership, and YouTube would still just be doing better, you know? It's like, I may as well just go back to YouTube. I guess I could be doing a YouTube stream right now instead of Twitch, but that's okay. I don't care. The thing that I do like about Twitch is that, as of right now anyways, like, because it's so unpopular, it's a lot more chill. Like, we kind of just get to hang out again, because I haven't had this for a long time. I just think it's stupid in general that I can't stream to both platforms. But anyways, I've been talking about that in every other stream, so I don't need to talk about it again. I want to get my Uggles tomes done. How do I donate with Gawkbox again? So you just go to gawkbox.com/scytheplays and access it through your phone. And then when you try to log in, it's going to tell you to connect it with, like, your YouTube account or something. Don't worry, it's not stealing your account or anything. You can do it. And then essentially all you got to do is just check out, like, what they tell you to do by, like, either install a phone game and play it for a little while or whatever. And then after you end up doing that, you're going to end up earning currency that you can then end up buying stickers and sending them to me. And then you'll actually have the stickers show up during the live stream too. Thanks, Bone Crusher. It's been a while since I saw you, dude. How you been? Also, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it, man. You gave me $1. Hee hee. I made more money on this Twitch stream than I did on YouTube streams. And there's the difference. That's why I should have like the video title. Scythe Plays admits he's doing it for the money or something, right? Ah, that's what that little icon is. Next to your name it says #1. I guess that's because you're the #1 donator, right? Like per stream, maybe it resets them. I don't know. You should try to get loot on your stream. It's a free donation. I don't know what you're talking about. What I could do, maybe I could do that in the future. I don't really care about doing it right now. But that's a good point if you're saying what I think you're saying. What I could do is have it so maybe people that end up helping me out through Gawkbox, even if you just end up sending me like 2 cents or something like that, maybe that puts you into the roster for Gearses. You know? You help me out, I help you out kind of thing. It's not like you're actually buying the gear off of me. You're just playing phone games while I'm streaming, right? How does Scythe only have this many viewers? Because it's on Twitch. Like, basically, I ended up having videos announcing that I was never going to stream on Twitch again. And here I am actually streaming exclusively to Twitch now, which I've talked about it. Like, this stream will be available on YouTube afterwards, so it's not that big a deal. I've seen some people in the comments saying, like, I'm not gonna watch it on Twitch, but thanks for putting it on YouTube. And it's like, yeah. You know, I'm always all about giving you guys the option, and this is just all I can really do, unfortunately. It was nice, that short window where we could stream to both platforms at once, and then found out that I would get banned. I mean, thankfully, like, they were all cool with it. I just came clean right away and was just like, yeah, I didn't know that this was against your terms of service. And they're like, yeah, that's okay, just don't do it anymore. Yeah, this is U9. It's just that U9 is really weak, right? It's 4 p.m. for me. Yikes. Yeah, it's 1:50 in the morning for me. Is this the boss? Oh, I wasn't sure if he was the boss or if there was one lower than him. I mean, I guess I could give most of the shadow items away. Whoa, these 2 dungeons generated over top each other. Yikes. Can you please just... There you go. I also heard that drop up top. What was that? Oh, just shadow. Eh. And then Joe's the opposite, and it's 4 a.m. for him. Yeah, this is actually like... Oh, hey, Daisy. Yeah, this is pretty much like the most dead hours that it could possibly be. Like, for people in Europe, you guys are either just waking up or getting ready for school or just at work and stuff like that. And then North America, it's the middle of the night. You know, like, usually I find whenever I, like, if I stream at like 4 in the morning, then I get like the European crowd, because then they're already, like, it's already like the middle of the day. Yeah, Joe's saying he's streaming at bad times too. Eh. I'm not too concerned. Like, I would rather just stream at random times than have to commit to a solid streaming schedule. Like, maybe if I could ever be fortunate enough to be able to have a video that's like the house that YouTube bought me, right? Then maybe then I could actually have like a room or something set up where I could stream more consistently, because it gets too noisy for me. I can't stream any time that I want, because usually during the day there's a lot of junk going on. Woo. How do people get so many chests? Which chests? What are you talking about? Oh, hello, Dracos. Your stream notification woke me from my slumber. That's exactly, it wasn't the notification. It's that I communicated with you through my mind, right? Hello, fan. What, Kyle? Less toxic. What's less toxic? What are you talking about? There's no acid in this biome. You're right. Unless you're talking about, like, the chaos chest or something. I don't know. It's been nice being, like, speaking of which, it's been nice being Shadowhunter again, just because I get to actually break out Ganda again. Just because movement speed is not really this guy's strong suit, since he can't really have a speed build. I do like his range, though. It's been pretty useful. Did you know Shadowhunter is the longest ranged class in the game? His shots actually go further than any other character. Fun fact. Nah, blah, my legs. Quality on Twitch streams seem a lot better than YouTube, says Joe. Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of a given. Like, with YouTube, they do give you options now, which is pretty cool. Where it's like, or maybe you have to have a certain amount of views for it or something. I don't know how it works nowadays anyways. But they do actually give me options where you can actually increase the quality. But it's kind of the same as Twitch, where it's like, as you increase the quality of your stream on YouTube, it means that people watching have to have better internet. But when you compare that to Twitch, like, these guys actually know what they're doing, and the whole platform is dedicated to streaming. So obviously it's just going to end up doing a better job of it, right? What's the gear with the dark beam coming out of it? That's just shadow gear. I'm just using the mod that has it all show up. The yellow stuff, when you see it, is stellar, and then if you ever see white, that's radiant. Blue. Joe should be able to invite you, actually. Barai. I'm not gonna invite you during the stream, sorry to say. I'm just busy focusing on the grind. I want to try and get a dent in my tomes, because I don't know if I'll get a chance to later in the week. Oh. Hello, Mr. Barber. Are you impressed that I just destroyed a robot? Yeah, I guess I could just say that. Whisper Nintendo Gamer. Just so that he's got your username. Whoop! Cornerstone. Give me that. Blue. Give us another fact. Okay. Trove Mythbusters. Here, I'll give you a challenge. Never mind a fact. Get on Trove with your buddy. One of you is Lunar Lancer. And use your Lunar Lancer ult on a block. And then have your friend... Well, I guess you could just do it yourself. And then destroy the block that it's on. Do you think that the spear is actually going to have physics and keep going down to the next block? Or is it just going to sit there and levitate? I think you'll be surprised by the answer. Because it just deletes the spear. No, not really. It doesn't do anything. Once upon a time, like, the funny thing is, like, you immediately know what the spear is gonna do. But we always talked about, like, doing stupid, like, Trove Mythbuster videos about, like, things like that. And it was like, we were gonna make it, like, so ridiculous where it's like, will the spear, you know, is the spear affected by gravity in Trove? And then it's like, will it go? Yeah, and it's like the exact same thing where it's like, let's use the spear on a Ganda block and then move that out of the way and see if it's any different than just normal blocks, you know? Just so that we could drag it out. And it's like, obviously it's not going to make a difference. See that? That's Radiant, and then that other one right there was Stellar. But yeah, I could possibly end up dropping some of these Stellars in the club chest after. We'll see. Wait, what is this? I thought this was... Oh, I thought it was a Jurassic biome, not an underground. It is Jurassic. What the... That's the weirdest generation I've ever seen. Actually, I've seen weirder. The chocolate! The tar. I do like this build. Whoever ended up making this dungeon. It is cool. Cooly wooly. Where do I go? No, really. Where? It's so dark in here. That's the one thing I don't like about it. I don't know if that's a problem with the build, though, or if it's just the fact that it is so dark. Actually, knowing where to go in this dungeon is confusing, because you come over here and... Oh, that's a lot of bosses. But there's, like, this one area, and it's like, good luck ever finding it. Right here. Bloink. Damn! Yeah, I'll get to the comments in a second here. What is that skeleton, by the way? The blah, blah is your username. You're scaring me. I started playing Trove because of your YouTube content. Glad to see you're still on the grind. Yeah, I mean, technically I don't even, like, get anything out of this outside of just more souls. Like, from loot collecting the gear. But I just enjoy the game for what it is, so, you know. Like, I've thought about it, and it's the fact that it's an MMO. You know, that's what makes it not feel pointless for me. Because it's kind of like we always get to interact with other people with all these items. Because when you think of, like, for example, you know, I don't know, Cube World or Skyrim or something, like, it's like those series can only last so long because after a while you're just playing a single player game. That said, honestly, I played Skyrim like a crazy person long before I was doing all the YouTube stuff, so I'm pretty sure when the next Elder Scrolls game comes out, I expect there to be like 1 million episodes. Like, I'm gonna keep that game going for a long time. And then Draco's saying, Trove Mythbusting series first episode, Merc is a king? Is that the myth that we bust where he's not? Is that what you're trying to say? Because that's kind of rude. It's a good thing he's AFK because he's eating. Otherwise, he might get angers at you. Not really. And then Daisy saying it becomes kind of a habit to grind Trove every day. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people don't do it, though. But yeah, I would say that that's another big factor to why I'm still playing Trove, is just because it's a habit. Like, it's like I wouldn't know what to do with any extra time because my extra time has always been just grinding things in Trove. You know? Let's use our ult. We don't need to, but I like seeing max damage sometimes. 5-hour energy shot. Ah, delicious. Not really, it's disgusting. Yeah, to be fair, Joe, you're right. Like, I do want to start streaming a lot more often. I really gotta get back in the habit of doing it. I was doing it pretty frequently. I gotta get back in the habit of actually doing it, though. I think most of all, like, I kind of, the last serious AAA game that I had a series on was Prey. I really enjoyed that game, though. So having it as a daily series, though difficult, you know, with 40-minute episodes to an hour, at least it was fun. You know, the game was really, really great. Not to say that Spider-Man isn't, but I remember when I finished Prey, I promised myself I wasn't going to do that with any other games anymore. And then here comes Spider-Man, and I'm thinking the exact same thing, where it's like, oh, 40-minute plus episodes every single day. Rush, rush, rush. Got to get through the game as fast as possible, you know, so that people actually watch the series. And it's like, even doing that isn't enough nowadays. Like, nowadays, you have to just rush the entire game from start to finish. And if you upload 50 episodes in a day, people will watch it. Because people just want to binge watch you get through the entire game as quickly as possible. But it's like, I'm not one of those channels, you know? Now, that said, my point is that I kind of got burnt out doing that. That's why there hasn't been a Spider-Man episode. But I just finished the game last night. And it was like, oh, I could take 3 hours to edit this video, render it, and then upload it. Or I could just go to bed. I decided to go to bed. So what I'm saying, the point that I'm trying to make, goodness gracious, get to the point. I am like the king of rambling today. Is you know, now that I've actually finished up with that Spider-Man game, I'm gonna try and get things a little bit more under control with the channel, with the regular uploads, and on top of it, hopefully have some more streaming more often. Maple Story 2 is actually about to release October 1st. And the Spyro remastered game, which I was really excited about, actually ended up getting delayed till November. It was supposed to come out like this week. But now that it's delayed, I'm actually happy about that. It does mean that I probably won't get the chance to play it though, because around November we're gonna see like a lot of things going on, including possibly U10. But anyways, because of all those other games and stuff like that that are coming out, like with Maple Story, for example, I'm going to try and have the series as regular as possible at first, and then it's just going to kind of be when I have an episode. But I think that when Maple Story actually releases and everybody can play it together, I'm really excited about it, actually. Like, it's going to be really, really cool. I thought I completed an extra dungeon. Okay, what'd you say? What the says, why crit hit in Shadowhunter? When you offer 100%, you still get white damage. Hmm? So you're saying if you have 100% crit hit, why do you still get attacks that don't do crits? Oh, that's just based off of like class gem abilities, and you can see my little eye ally and stuff like that. Sometimes it'll just be like a side ability that triggers, and it just can't crit, so it doesn't. I'm not saying my ally can't when I end up triggering a flask, because I'm pretty sure that one does, but it's just most likely something like that. No, Joe, we can't really do anything about that. I mean, it's Twitch, and it's not like people are going to see that afterwards, you know, when this video goes to YouTube. Is the Elder Scrolls Online worth getting? Oh, yeah. It's a fantastic game. It really is. I just had a video recently, like a couple weeks ago. You might want to check it out, where I just kind of highlighted and talked about, like, Elder Scrolls, and, I mean, it's a great game, man. It really is. It's like... I like how people got mad at me in the comments saying, like, one of the biggest things people kept arguing in the comments was saying how, like, how dare you say Elder Scrolls Online is like Skyrim? And it's like, but it is. It's the closest to getting online Skyrim you ever will. That was one of the big things about that game. It's not as refined as the single player, like, Skyrim game, but it's an online game. Like, what do you expect? Either way, it's a great game. It really is, dude. I don't think people will care whether or not you end up rushing a game. People just want to watch your genuine good content. Thank you for that one, dude, but that is an already existing fan. Like, the whole thing, I'm gonna break down the fourth wall here. It's extremely difficult to get views on AAA games, because the only way that you can possibly compete with other channels is by rushing through the game as quickly as possible. Even my Spider-Man series, like, let's just take as an example. Merc is my friend, and he also watches a lot of my videos. And even with my Spider-Man series, he went and watched some other guy's playthrough, because some other guy already ended up beating the game in like a week. And it's like, I don't blame him or anything. I'm just saying, like, that's just what it's like, you know, like with the whole Netflix thing. People are just used to being able to just sit there and, like, you know, eat their Doritos and watch things. Oh, hey, Nightshade. How's it going, bud? So that's why, like, for my own sake, this is me breaking it down, I need to remember that and get out of the mentality of trying to even compete with these other channels that can have these games go up like as quickly as possible. And instead, what I need to do is just do my own format and just focus on making good quality content rather than just rushing. And then Mark's still saying, don't worry, I'll still watch your series. I know. I'm just saying in general. Like, I noticed, like, the last few episodes of the Spider-Man series, the views are considerably lower. And then I realized, oh, it's because everybody else already just beat the game. And here I am having it as a daily series with 40-minute episodes. But I'm of the mind where I don't like swamping you guys with too much content. Also because it swamps me with too much work because of the amount of editing and rendering time. But that's just what you gotta do when it comes to AAA games. Like, it's the only way to do it. Like, you look at somebody like Rad Brad. Nobody's watching him because his content's good. People are watching him because he puts out the first video of these games at, like, 4K resolution. And that's it. He just does, like, one video on it. He doesn't do a Let's Play series, and his commentary is the worst I've ever heard. Not that I can criticize, because I'm a baby compared to his channel. But anyways, who cares? Would you try Soul Worker? It's an anime action RPG. Let me, I'll type that in right now. And then I'll check that out later. But when it comes to, like, what is this dungeon? Oh. It's just this one with the lamp inside it. It just generated really weird. When it comes to playing MMO games, I'm very, very picky. Not only just because it's got to be a game that holds my interest, but on top of it, it's got to be something that I can actually continuously play. You know? Like, I'm very, very easy. I'm very easy to please and also very difficult at the same time. Like, it's like, so long as the game's got tight controls and good action, then I'm actually fine for it. Like, that's why I'm still playing Trove. But then you look at a game like Spider-Man, and I was just talking about how overall I didn't enjoy it just because I found that the combat was very, very clunky. Despite the fact that I'm sure lots of people would argue otherwise. Rad Brad is... I just use him as an example. He's kind of an inside joke with me and my brother, actually. So he's just 100% one of those channels. They give him the game early... And then he'll have, like, one of the first videos online of the new Wolfenstein game. Like, he's pretty much like what IGN tries to do, but he actually generates views. Not to say that IGN doesn't, but, I mean, we all know IGN sucks, right? Like, they're not gamers. That's, like, so tryhard. What are you guys saying about that weird... That Soul Workers is pay to win, says Eddie. It halts your progress. You have a daily amount of energy. So basically it's the same as Trove, you're saying. It's got time-gated content that you can otherwise spend money to get past. Except Trove doesn't really have that, does it? Despite the fact that it's all pay to win. Like, it's not like you can buy Lunar Souls. I guess technically you can buy the Empowered Gem Boxes, though. Which normally cost Lunar Souls. But yeah. Okay, if it's gonna be a pay-to-win game, I don't know. It doesn't really bother me if a game's pay-to-win. I mean, you look at MapleStory 2, it's gonna be pay-to-win, but it's, like, not nearly as pay-to-win as Trove. And the gameplay itself is fun and exciting. So, I'm fine with it. Like, if a game's good enough, I'm all for it. I've kind of actually been getting the itch to play Path of Exile. Or a game like that. But I don't know if I want to do, like, a full series on it or anything. Once you run out of energy in Soul Worker, you can't level anymore. Okay, so it's one of those games. Like a true-to-form phone game, I'll say. If it's the game that I think it is, I think I've actually tried it. And I thought that it was alright. What is it? What are the other big games coming out this year? I know Tunic is one of them. Well, I wouldn't say that's a big game, but I'm looking forward to that one. That one I'm gonna for sure do, like, well, I don't know if a full series on, but I'll at least do some videos of it. And with the Spyro Remastered, I definitely want to do a Let's Play of the first game. The Spyro Remastered is going to be the first 3 original Spyro games, but all kind of like HD and everything, right? But I only grew up with the first one, so I'm only interested in playing the first one. I don't care about playing Spyro 2 or 3. Waiting for Venom to come out. Oh, dude. I am actually... What's the date for Venom again? I know it's coming out in October. I'm really pumped for that. That's going to be fun. Last movie I saw was the Mission Impossible. And that was actually a really good movie. But I always like the Mission Impossible movies. Would you or will you try the game Anthem when it comes out in 2019, says Nemon. I don't know. Like, to kind of give my opinion towards it, I'll say that Destiny 2 is a really popular game right now. It's still stayed popular, I should say. I mean, especially because they keep all the DLC coming out and it sounds really, really cool. But the reason I don't play it is because the game is first person. That's exactly why I don't play it, because I don't like first person games. I did back in the day, and you know, the Prey game, for example. Oh, game crash. I had a lot of fun with that one. But if we're talking about an online game, I like to be able to see my character because I want to see how cool I look based on the gear I get and stuff like that. The Anthem game, I think, looks really, really cool, or at least it did for me. And then as I started seeing more and more of the gameplay, it just kind of seemed like a third-person version of Destiny. Not to say that that's a bad thing, but it just... I don't know. Not to mention, you know, it's EA... and they're pushing their whole, like, Origin thing that you gotta install, and it's like, I can't say yet if I'm gonna end up doing a Destiny, or a Anthem series. It does look good, but I'm not sure yet. Where is this 3-star boss? Is he over here? Wait, Destiny is free to play? Did I say free to play? I meant first-person shooter. Whoops. But yeah, I'm not really interested because it's EA, I think, is the biggest reason. Like, even Battlefield 5 looks like an absolute blast to me, despite all the criticism that it's getting, because it's like, I'm not buying that. I wouldn't be playing that game for the single player, but I'm not buying it just because it's like, I could care less about another Battlefield game. And I don't really have that much extra time to stretch over other video games. Every now and then I'll end up just buying a game that I play for myself, but for the most part, I'm pretty honest with you guys in that whatever games you see on the channel is what I'm currently playing. And then on top of it, like when I do like a random video of an indie game or something like that, usually I'll play the game for like 10-20 minutes or just go into it blind. Like the Battle Royale, I just went into it blind and just made the video right then and there. And then that's it. I didn't have any time to play it anymore. What are your top 3 at the moment? Top 3 games, you mean, Eddie? Ooh. That's a tough one, dude. Tough because I can't really, like, there's not many. There's not many games that I'm waiting on right now. I guess I would say the next Doom. I'm hoping that comes out in December. I'm really looking forward to that. Elder Scrolls, whenever that comes out, but that's going to be like 10-20 years. Maple Story 2, when that comes out next month. That's going to be a big one. Oh, top 3 games I'm playing. Well, Trove, of course, is the top. Always. It always eats up the most of my time. And then, I guess, more recently, Cube World. Just with the amount of time that I've put towards it. And then third, I guess, would be Fortnite. Well, Spider-Man would have been third, except I'm already finished with that series now. So when that kind of dissipates. But otherwise, like yesterday, for example, I grinded out the last episodes of Spider-Man, and that was like a 5-hour recording session. Cube World was released? No. We're just playing the old version of Cube World. We're just playing it multiplayer. And it's been a lot of fun just because we're playing it multiplayer. But no, it's not. Like, I'm still just running the alpha version that I bought years ago. I need to have, like, a definitive video kind of talking about, like, not only explaining to people, because lots of people are confused. You're not the only one. But I need to make a video talking about, like, why I'm playing Cube World, how I'm playing Cube World, and then on top of it, I need to, you know, kind of highlight why people still think that the game is being developed and how it's possible that Cube World is still being developed, but not really. Like, there's a lot of reasons why I know that he's not actually working on the game. At the same time, like, he has, the dev of Cube World has been messaging someone personally, like, just personal emails. He's not even posting on social media. And, you know, talking about how he's still working on Cube World and showing pictures of some of the new stuff that he's got. And you can't find these pictures online. It's actually in the Cube World Discord. But even then, you know, it's like, you'd think, oh, dude, that's actually really hype. He's still working on it, and he's sending people secret messages of all this stuff. And then it's like, you know, he had a picture in December of 2017, and then the last picture he posted was August of this year. And it's like, is he really working on it? 2 pictures within like 6 months or whatever. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, Joe, go ahead. Start a single player Cube World Series. Do it. Have you seen Boundless? Ugh. So, fun fact. I actually had a series on Boundless back in the day when the game originally was called Ort. I was pretty much the only one that actually had a series on it, like the only YouTuber. I think there was maybe 1 or 2 other people that were playing the game at the time. And it was kind of cool, but these devs ended up making $300,000, and I did not see anything being developed for it, including the fact that the game was completely unoptimized. And then they ended up announcing how they got Sony to start publishing them or something like that. And then suddenly it was like, oh, so that's where the money went. It didn't go to game development. It just ended up going to them getting it on console and stuff. Anyways, I played it as it was renamed to Boundless. That was a long time ago. And then apparently now it's like full released. I have it reinstalled, but I'm very, very skeptical. Because honestly, I'm expecting that it's just going to be the exact same with nothing special about it. Like, there's not really anything to do in that game. I wish voxel games would actually, you know, do something like Minecraft, but cooler. I play Fortnite even though it's silly. I do wish they'd have a cleaner looking bear suit. Okay, Daisy. I only play Fortnite because of the 50v50. I could care less about squads and solos. I find it to be, like, so boring. That's just not my game type. But I like how people get triggered that I'm, like, playing Fortnite now. And it's like, I've always wanted to play it. It's just 50v50 used to disappear. And so I would play it for, like, these short bursts. And then when 50v50 was gone, I would just stop playing it altogether. But now that it's just sticking around, I actually really enjoy it. Most of all, I enjoy playing multiplayer. I can't stand playing the game alone. Like, it's just a waste of time for me. Oh yeah, Pancake, that's right. I forgot your sword, bro. It's difficult when you guys have like 50 different usernames for like all the different things, programs that you use. Yeah, Cube World was the reason I got into Trove as well, actually. I remember when I saw Trove on Humble Bundle, I was like, dude, this looks like Cube World, but it's actually being developed, and, well, here we are. It's funny, too, because clearly they took a lot of influence from Cube World, but, you know, and that's why the core mechanics of Trove, I still feel, are very, very strong. But then when you look at, like, the rest of the game, clearly these guys didn't really know what they were doing. It's still got a lot of things that are really cool about it. And then, yeah, as far as Cube World's development, like, it's like people always fall back on the argument of, oh, it's just one person working on it and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, he made enough money that he could have hired a dev team. And if you want examples of, you know, a single dev working on a game, look at Stardew Valley. That's what happens when you have an actual dedicated dev. Not like Cube World, where he clearly abandoned the project. And even now, I would not think that he's, like, actually developing the game 24/7 like he says. I'd say that he's probably just slowly working on it. Because otherwise we'd have 6 years of content, like, all built up. Which we don't. We're seeing screenshots of flying a griffin or overhauling the mini-map. You know? Like, it's like, these are useless things for the game. Now, don't get me wrong. If Cube World just randomly decides to come out and it's like, the joke's on all of you guys, I finished the game. Sure. Then I can go ahead and just say that I was dead wrong about it. But until then, prove me wrong. I'd much rather be skeptical about the game than sit there and be in denial and say that it's going to end up releasing, you know? Because I knew the potential of Cube World day one. That's why I had a series on it, and honestly, that's why I kept playing it, because even back in the day, I knew, dude, if I just keep on playing this game and eventually it ends up becoming popular or releasing, then I've got all the videos on it. Not to say that's the only reason I played it. Like, I actually just enjoy the combat and controls of the game genuinely. Yikes. Ew! We got a spider fragment? Since when? Bloop. Anyways, you don't need to hear my rant about Cube World. Cube World equals heartbreak. Yes. Wait, what are you talking about, Daisy? If someone pays $25 or whatever, they should let people completely customize the character. In what? You mean in Fortnite or in Trove? Because in Fortnite, yeah, those costumes are super expensive, but they're vanity items, so who cares? It's the same as how people end up getting triggered at Blizzard when they release like a new skin on Overwatch, and it's like, it's a skin, you idiot. It doesn't actually like do anything towards like your character or your account. Let's get rid of this. I think that's it as far as these items are concerned. Ew. Preserver egg, spinner egg. Yikes. Bloink. Oh, I got mastery pins. Should I've been saving them. Yes, I have. I wasn't sure. Trove of Wonders, too. Look at that. So we got a stellar face that actually generated with 4-star, and then a stellar hat with 4-star. I like keeping those just because I do. It's not that they're good or I need them. Yeah, the skins in Fortnite. Yeah, one thing that I would say is a complaint about Fortnite is I wish that they had more than just the skin in the backpack. Like, I wish you could take, like, a shirt from one of the costumes and mix it with another one, you know? Like, they really should let you take the pants, the shirt, and the mask of the different characters. Maybe shoulder pads and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe that's going a bit too far. Is it? No, it's not actually reset for, like, another hour and a half. Well, I guess I'm going to call it for the stream, though, guys. Because, like I said, I gotta make, like, I swapped all my gems over to my Revenant, so I gotta make the, video talking about the Revenant rework. It's about time. And then, yeah, otherwise I gotta upload a whole bunch of Spider-Man, too, just because I finally actually have the whole series caught up now. Anyways, thanks for coming out. Really appreciate it. I'll have this stream available on YouTube. Not later today, but tomorrow, because I can't put this on YouTube for another 24 hours. But I'm still getting used to the fact that we're doing these more casual streams on Twitch. If you haven't already, I would recommend you follow, because I do want to start having these streams more often, you know? Like, I'm gonna try and have, like, at least 3 streams a week, at the least. But anyways, if anybody's watching this afterwards on YouTube, because I got that question a few times too, my Twitch is just in the description. It's just twitch.tv/sliceplays. But otherwise, have a good day. Thanks for watching, everybody. Sayonara. Stay epic.